Hey yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Jay. Yo, since I'm here and I don't have a lot of time to record, I'm gonna use this opportunity to just talk about everything that I want to mention, that I've been wanting to mention for a while. I'm just gonna get this stuff out there. First things first, Tay Roc and Hollow the Dawn. Now, the thing about Hollow is I'm a little disappointed that Hollow and John and Hollow and Arsenal isn't going down. Because, like, I don't know, man, the history and everything between him and John, like, to have the Dawn off, I feel like if Hollow leaves battle rap without doing that, I think was sort of robbed of a classic. It's one of those personal classics. Like, I feel like Mook versus Math is something we were robbed of. You know what I'm saying? Mook never battled, and then Math stock dropped. So that whole battle that was supposed to happen a long ass time ago didn't. You feel me? That's the one thing you hate about like the money in battle rap, because you feel like certain battles that are supposed to be like spectacular, just off of the history, never goes down, bro. And then you got all these dumbass rematches that don't make sense. That keeps happening, and just some of these weak ass matchups. You know, it is what it is. Hollow, hopefully, you battle John. Hopefully, you battle Arsenal, because you know what I'm saying. Just both of you and Arsenal are like the top of your game right now, man. This is like the time. You feel me? And I feel like they'll get a hell of a check if they do it. And I also feel like Tay Roc versus K Shine like would have been amazing. These are two veterans that at the top of their game are dangerous. You seen K Shine versus Averb, K Shine versus JC, K Shine versus gun titles. Granted, it was DNA and K Shine, but second round, what happened? And even part of the first round, DNA let K Shine take the lead, and look at what happens. I'm not saying that DNA can't lead, but I'm saying when K Shine performs, he performs. And then you have Tay Roc. Look at his Calico battle. Look at his recently C3 battle. Look at his NWX battle. Him and Surf was doing their thing, but it was Tay Roc's energy that was just exploding the building. And Surf's, to me, it was just their relationship. Surf has that calm, boss-like approach and style, while Tay Roc's just got that like dog off the leash type of style. You feel me? I feel like if him and K Shine, especially since I'm pretty sure they still don't really care for one another, but would definitely be down to 3-0 each other. Like when you have veterans who go into a battle with the thought of 3-0ing the other guy, you're gonna have a classic, man. Especially with them on the performance level that they have, it'd be crazy. But we got Hollow versus Tay Roc. Shout outs to Tay Roc. Tay Roc, I used to sleep on Tay Roc, man. I didn't know Tay Roc's. I always thought Tay Roc was gassed. I was like, his lines really aren't that good. He's all energy. Up until, I don't know what it was. Just suddenly I started seeing some of his battles. I'm like, dang, this nigga's going off. You feel me? Like, it's something. It's funny. It's going to be late as hell. But what changed it was when he battled Calico. To me, when he battled Briz, I was like, man, this nigga's going off. You know what I'm saying? Like, his barking on Briz and all the stuff he's coming with, it sounded cold. Like, even when he says, the docs can't even stitch him. They got to crochet him. Just the way he went into that and the way, I don't know. It's just, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see why Tay Roc gets gassed. And then when he battled Calico, to me, Tay Roc transitioned into a top tier veteran. He was always a top tier, but he was a guy gunning for the top tiers. When he battled Cal, he did the one thing to me that solidified him as a veteran and proved why he's on that big stage. He's not just spitting bars. He knows what he's doing now. Because that second round, a lot of people noticed it, and I feel like some people just don't understand how epic that was for Tay Roc's legacy, or just for him as a whole. That second round, when it looked like Tay Roc met his match, because I had, going into it, in my prediction, I had Calico beating Tay Roc, because I was like, yo, this nigga talks about guns. This is the perfect guy for Calico, or rather the perfect challenge for Tay Roc. I also thought Surf was a good challenge for Tay Roc, but there's something about Calico's style where he's going to make all your gun bars sound irrelevant. So I was like, yo, Calico is the right one for you, Tay Roc. And then round one showed it. Everything that, we would have thought. Tay Roc spits a bunch of gun bars. Calico gives him real rap and completely neutralizes all of the gun bars that Tay Roc spit round one. Even the cold ones, the D-E-S-K, you trying to learn something, all that. But what happens? Tay Roc comes back round two and he's like, you know what? It looks like I'm losing. I'm going to you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw so much energy and power into this. This nigga's gonna wish he didn't step into this ring with me. And that's what he did. He started barking, start moving. I ain't past state, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff. I was like, damn, Tay Roc, what'd he do? And it's that level of performance that you get from Tay Roc that shows that even if he's losing, he's one of the few niggas that could turn the tide of a battle without having to rebuttal or freestyle. Not too many people could do that. Like, if you're losing a battle, you got what you wrote, so that's all you're stuck with. You feel me? Now you can plan beforehand and strategize a way to get the crowd back if you lose it. That's what Hollow does. Hollow could jump into a different bag or whatever just to get the crowd back. But otherwise, you have your DNAs, Disasters, Sharon's, Pat Stays, Clips who have to rebuttal to, get momentum back. But Tay Roc, all he has to do is get really energetic and get in your face. And the one thing about Tay Roc is it doesn't matter how small he is compared to his opponent. He knows it's a battle. He's not going to look away from you. He's not going to look down. He's not going to look shook. He's going to bark on you. He's going to look at you. He's going to, you touch him, he's going to touch you back. That's what people like about Tay Roc. He battles. That's what it is. It's battling. Then you have Hollow the Dawn. Hollow is a guy who, to me, him and Disaster are the best or the greatest of all time when it comes to this because they can do so many different things. Disaster pretending to be in that KOTD World Domination, I think it was. Who does that? You don't have battlers like that who can do that. Hollow the Dawn, like the third round, even though people say he lost that third round against Pat Stay, let me do an interview, and then he already has rebuttals for whatever you're going to say. Who does that? You don't have... The thing is, these days, we have battlers that write rhymes and stuff like that, right? And shout outs to them because it takes a skilled mind to remember so much lyrics and to perform them on the spot in front of a crowd that is, expecting you to impress them. But it takes another level of skill to do the impromptu things that these guys are able to do and to just be a character and just do all the stuff that they do. And that's the thing about Hollow. Hollow is dangerous because he prepares like nobody else prepares. Hollow the Dawn has so many different skills that it doesn't matter what happens on stage with him, he's going to find another way to turn the tide back. You get me? And if something he's saying isn't working, he jumps into another bag. That's what happened with Lux. You know what I'm saying? When he was battling Lux, and then he's like, I'll hit you and you, you and you, you and you. People started booing him. He left that alone, and then he had another bag to jump into. That's the thing about, that's the level of skill that Hollow brings, and that's why he's the GOAT. So when Hollow, the GOAT, versus Tay Roc, pretty much the number one battler currently in battle rap right now. I mean, you got a bunch of niggas who's really popping. You got your Rum Nitties right now who's doing this thing. And you have, Disaster's really getting his name up back and stuff like that. But Tay Roc is pretty much, I'd say, the GOAT in the sense of this generation. It was Surf, but Surf is sort of like, you know what I'm saying? He's falling off. But Tay Roc, he's been consistent. So this battle makes sense. It matches up very well. The way I see it, Tay Roc, and it's going to be in front of a smack crowd. So it's going to be more of a challenge honestly, for Hollow. We have to see how the Rum Nitty battle goes, if Tay Roc still has that love. But I feel like just the way Tay Roc battles, and especially the dedication he has to the sport, he deserves the love of the crowd, and they're gonna give it. Shouts to Hollow too. These are two of the biggest veterans who do not slack. That's the one thing I gotta say about both of them. Both Tay Roc and Hollow the Dawn are very, very serious when it comes to battle rap. They don't let their stock drop. They always come with 3 rounds. They're always prepared to battle their opponent. So this is definitely going to be a consistent battle. Problem is, Tay Roc is one-dimensional. Hollow has the advantage in the fact that he can try things. He knows how Tay Roc's going to approach him, so he can try things out to throw Tay Roc off. The only problem is Tay Roc ran through a lot of niggas who knew how Tay Roc was going to come, and it still wasn't enough. So we have to see how Hollow's able to use what Hollow does to really, take out a Tay Roc. Because he did match in amazing Lux, the best Lux that we've ever seen, and he brought 3 crazy rounds to match Lux. Now, Hollow's the type who's just been matching his opponents. He hasn't really watched anybody since Big T. So we got to see what Hollow does with what Tay Roc does. The only problem is Tay Roc is difficult. You know what I'm saying? And here's the problem with Hollow. While Tay Roc's one-dimensional, Hollow's hit and miss. Hollow, because he's so versatile, he could, if he lands something, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. That Kit Kat bar he landed with clips, crazy. Even legendary stuff with the say it to Black's face, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to develop a large picture when you focus on the negatives. He has classics, but then he has his 3rd round against Clips, and he has his 1st round to me, which was shaky, against Surf. You feel me? He's not going to get the same love that he used to originally get. Now people are going to criticize Hollow as is. So if Hollow's stuff doesn't hit, it's not like they're not going to boo, because Hollow's been booed a couple times. So now Tay Roc's the only nigga that I've seen that hasn't really been booed as far as like top tier guys. So Tay Roc is going to be straight. But Hollow to me is more at a disadvantage than Tay Roc, because the crowd loves Roc and Hollow is a hit and miss. The only thing is, though, Hollow's a great. So we'll see. I got Hollow the Dawn 2-1 on cam, and it being very debatable in the building. Shoot, I got Hollow 2-1. It's a tough one, but I got Hollow 2-1 in the building too. I just feel like, even though I haven't really seen Tay Roc get served his medicine, I feel like Hollow, and I do know Hollow's gonna be prepared, but I don't know if it's gonna hit enough. But we'll see. I got Hollow 2-1 though. Hollow taking the 1st and the 3rd, and Tay Roc taking the 2nd. Peace.